What is your reaction?
I'm disgusted and so disappointed in our Senate. You know, this isn't all about the Second Amendment. You know, yes it is, but no one's trying to take away your guns, you know.
I've seen right-wing radio hosts saying today that the Newtown family should go to hell.
I'm disgusted with it. How can you say that? You know, this isn't all about the Second Amendment. You know, yes it is, but no one's trying to take away your guns, you know.
And with that, I will sign the bill.
You know, this isn't all about the Second Amendment. You know, yes it is, but no one's trying to take away your guns, you know. 90% of the country agree that we need background checks. Strong.
90% of the American people in polls say they support it.
When 92% of Americans agree that every gun sale should be subject to a background check.
So that the only people that had guns were military personnel and law enforcement, and if people needed guns for sport, that they could go to a range and the guns would have to stay there. That was my 10-year-old daughter. That was all her own original thought.
We're not living in the Wild West. We're not a third world nation. We have the strongest military in the world. We don't need to defend our homes with weapons like that.
We have to convince the Senate to come together and pass common sense gun responsibility reforms that will make our communities safer and prevent more tragedies like the one we never thought would happen to us.
Pushes ahead with a plan to change the Freedom of Information law.
Despite mounting criticism, Governor Malloy continues to push for an exemption to the state's Freedom of Information Act that would keep crime scene photos and the 911 recordings from the tragedy at Sandy Hook from ever being released to the public. When asked today if keeping this information secret might just continue to foster conspiracy theories running rampant on the internet that Sandy Hook never really happened, the governor dismissed it this way.
They're nuts anyway. Okay.
I've seen right-wing radio hosts saying today that the Newtown family should go to hell.
But I'm telling you, they had baseball-sized holes in them. That's horrible enough. Can't you just deal with that? Do you really need to see the pictures also?
It's going to happen again. It is going to happen again. And every time, you know, it's somebody else's school, it's somebody else's town, it's somebody else's community, until one day you wake up and it's not. I would respectfully request that every parent in this country who hears these words simply pause for a moment and think. Ask yourself, what is it worth doing to keep your children safe?
You know, this isn't all about the Second Amendment. You know, yes it is, but no one's trying to take away your guns.
For all the Americans who are counting on us to keep them safe from harm, let's do the right thing.
Protect the first responders. Protect your first responders. Common sense, ban rifles that have such a capacity that they have no real use in hunting and for sportsmen, but pose a dangerous threat. Ban assault weapons because the risk is too high. But we got it done, and that's what was significant about today. Some people say, well, you got it done fast. It was the first day of the session. I think actually we got it done very slow when you think about it. We had been working on this bill every day since Newtown, Connecticut, that provided an impotence every day. But the function of government is to do something, is to act, is to perform, is to accomplish, is to achieve, is to make people safer. This law is going to make this state a safer state.
That will make our communities safer.
And we can make Connecticut towns and cities safer. And this bill does that.
For all the Americans who are counting on us to keep them safe from harm.
You know, this isn't all about the Second Amendment. You know, yes it is, but no one's trying to take away your guns.
This is the land of the free, and it always will be. As Americans, we are endowed by our Creator with certain inalienable rights that no man or government can take away from us. Thank you. I'm going to sign these orders.